childbirth is something that is very important to ladies and in-law, which is my parents.
Yeah.
So I have to support.
True.
But there are sometimes that she would want to enforce her beliefs on me. My belief is against living together before becoming like couples life. But for fact of it is that if you don't live together with the person, you can't. Even some ladies has happened.
Always be willing to say sorry, and don't intentionally do something. Am I not always?
Okay.
Keep talking.
Not a catch you.
Can't say anything.
Is she happy?
Is she happy? She has to answer that. I can't do that.
Is he happy? Thank you so much for agreeing to show up in the studio today.
You're welcome.
Guys, as you know, this is Eli and this is InfinitGrit. And what we just want to do on this channel is we try to understand society, relationship, and in this case, marriage. And we have a quite interesting topic we really want to discuss here. What we're discussing today is whether love is worth believing in today. But before we start, let me ask the most basic question. How did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
What's the story?
Yeah, there might be a little bit of antro in there.
Okay, interesting.
My story might be different from ours.
Okay.
But the thing is, what I choose to believe is that she was fortunate enough to be in my department in school.
Imagine.
She was fortunate to be my classmate, and during our school time I was not a top tier celebrity, but let's say a semi-celebrity in my department. So she fell in love with me, and from afar as a sweet loving boy.
But
Even if
you can see her face screaming.
But the what's it called? The point of it is that we were classmates. So as a sweet boy, I will still go back to being sweet actually. So as a sweet boy, there was one or two. Now I can go into details. She's a woman, so we just met in school. I guess she will do more of that.
Okay. So how did you guys meet? And maybe let me just put the question together. What was the attraction for you?
For me. Oh, do I really have any attraction? At first, I did not have an attraction.
Fine boy like me.
Yes, I did. Because your first statement, how we met, that was a total lie. Yes.
Wait. Were you not my schoolmates?
But you were the one running after me.
Were you not fortunate enough to be my classmates?
You were like, where have I been since my 100 level days? What? Then you're meeting me in 500 level.
It still does not matter.
It matters.
Who was chasing who? Do you agree?
I might be chasing her, but she was lucky to be in that. If she's not.
So I see the game now. You admit you are chasing her, but you can't. You see that she's lucky to have you.
Exactly.
But do you think you are the one lucky to have you, or is one lucky to have you?
He's the one lucky to have me.
I agree. Bam.
You agree?
I agree.
Okay, no problem. What happened to men supporting men?
No. At this point, I'm a snitch.
Because if I should tell them the full gist about how we met.
Please go ahead. No, you have to go ahead now.
What to hear the full gist?
We have to hear the full gist.
You're not a semi-celebrity. It was a nuisance in our class.
No,
hey.
Yes.
Not like nuisance. People knew me.
Boy, celebrity now.
Exactly. A celebrity does not really mean that you should be a calm, reserved person.
Yes, now.
It was a funny semi-celebrity.
Funny? You call yourself funny semi-celebrity?
Exactly now.
I accept that. So
Thank you.
He's actually a very jovial person.
Yeah, true.
He used to be very, very troublesome in class. Everybody knew him in class, but I never noticed them.
Everybody knew him.
I never noticed.
You see?
Him. Yes.
You see?
He was just being noticed in the angle.
This one hit my dream.
Wait. You see, she's still buttressing my point. The point is that everybody knew me. And even
but there is a clause.
Everybody knew me.
I never knew
the little percentage that does not know me is
Baba,
not
So I think it was towards our second. I am confident in what I am saying.
Okay, just keep looking to my eyes.
It was towards our second semester. So I think he approached me, and
You think a man? You think
yes.
I approached you like a man, like a main
but
man?
you were scared.
Scared.
A lady gave you confidence. Come and meet
No,
me
wait.
now.
There was a clutch, and I would love not to share it. The only thing is, I was like, since I love this and another person actually.
Yes. Me too.
I had
Yes,
crush
he
on
had
2 people,
crush
so
on 2 of us.
I had crush on 2 people actually. So the first one, I was like, which one should I go for?
Bad guy.
So it was a friend of ours that said I should just go for, since she has seen me, which one. So
So now you're accepting that you were the one running after me, right?
no, I only chase you like a proper hunter
You
that
chase-
I am.
So what was the attraction for you?
The attraction was that actually, as she said, I was jovial, and I've always loved somebody that is a little reserved, because I can't be the one shouting and playing and everything. And my babe too is always playing, and I needed that balance for my life. So I saw somebody that is reserved, and she's beautiful.
True.
So I guess that was the 2 things that attracted me.
So reserved, you basically wanted somebody that would
Somebody that
complement
is-
your own temperament.
Exactly.
I
So,
agree.
I don't want somebody that, as I'm jumping up, she's also jumping up. Somebody that will just balance the relationship.
Will you say your wife is sort of like that voice of reason for you? Meaning, when you are about to step out of place, make a wrong decision, do something, she's always
Exactly.
that voice, always.
She is a
Putting you in
witch,
check.
so you can't even
Madam, do you agree?
the voice will always
He
echo in your
calling me
head.
that witch, and I think I've accepted that.
That you're a
The
witch.
voice will, our voice, even if she's not present, our voice will keep echoing in my head. That there are sometimes that when she leaves house, I will feel like, as a guy, whenever I want to sweep is when I will sweep. But if she's coming, I'll feel like my wife is a witch. She will just look for some. I won't be at peace until I do that
Oh,
thing.
did you do that thing?
It might not now be what she wanted, but the voice will be in my head that,
Your wife is going
It's not
to.
always to my standard.
But now, what was the point of attraction?
Well, as I said earlier, at first there was no attraction because I think I don't really like the fact that he's lousy, and for me, I wanted a man that people was going to respect. And from the onset, I usually say that I can't date my level mate because we were
That's
level mates. I was
that's
like,
true.
I can't date my level mate. But
That's true.
along the line,
She wanted somebody that is older.
not literally older.
But
Not
the winner of the game won the game. You understand?
Not literally
I believe.
older. The fact that he's lousier, he's jovial, people try to take him for granted because
It's always like that.
yes.
That's
And
when
me, I
that-
wanted somebody that when we are working together, people was going to respect him, things like that. That was what me I wanted.
I
So
mean,
at
I
first-
wanted somebody that can wait. Sorry about that. I wanted somebody that, if we are working, people can say, he's beside his wife. We don't.
Allow. That sounds like an interesting balance. So, at what point did you make a U-turn?
when did I make it?
What did he do?
Actually, in school, we did not date. So I think it was towards when I was now working, during my working, when I started working. That was when I think I posted a picture and he commented. So that was when the journey.
I don't
the
get
true-
tips.
The true journey.
You have to be
started.
consistent.
So that was when the true journey started, and I think I went to visit him once. Then, when I saw things actually changed, so I compared them with when we were in school. There was a lot of difference. So I was
I not
like,
still
oh,
jovial?
this man is now a man to me now. Then he was a boy.
Your wife get back.
I know.
You know the trendy thing about people that are quiet.
Exactly. They
If
have,
they do a boom,
they have big points.
So I saw what I wanted in it. So the journey started.
So, guys, let's be honest. Has there been a point where you felt like this is not working?
In relationship or in marriage?
How? Maybe let me ask. How old are you guys now in marriage?
We are less than a year for the church marriage, and for the court marriage will be a year next.
Yeah.
Should it be tomorrow?
So basically, we're looking at a year or so.
Yeah,
So
for
pretty
the
much
court.
young.
Very, very young.
So from your courtship down to the marriage, was there a point you really were doubting if this guy's the one?
There was less or little, what's it called, doubting stage during our relationship stage, because it was a long distance relationship. So everything we did was to actually make it work.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Sure, you understand, was to actually make it work during our courtship period. But there are sometimes that she would want to enforce her beliefs on me. And as a free guy that still, sure, you understand. So there are some points that I feel like, no, this is overwhelming, and which is true. So even in marriage, we are from different backgrounds. So there are some beliefs that she would, because as a man, you won't always want to feel like you just want to, it's not like I'm saying you always adapt to something, but there are some things that you just overlook, and at some point it will feel like you've gotten to the threshold. So the journey is not always straight.
Straight in.
That's just the fact. If anybody tells you that their love journey is straight, they are just lying. So there are a lot of points during marriage and few during courtship. But the fact remains that you just need to believe what you believe and make it work. Because to me, I've seen different marriages, I've seen different relationships, and I've always concluded that if I get the right one, I always want to make it work.
Oh,
So that personal belief and that personal determination is helping me. I pray it will help me till the end. I pray it will help me till the end.
today. That's quite interesting. I want to ask the question. Are you happy?
Am I happy? As I said earlier, she's a witch. But I'm very, very happy with that. Very, very happy. A lot of things has changed because of her.
In your life?
I'm not in my life.
So-
I'm not even trying to be emotional. I'm trying to talk her. She knows me. I'm somebody that has small choco and she understand. So, and if I'm not happy, I will not. For me to think of how to, if you've gotten to the extent that you are no more selfish about yourself, you want happiness for other person. Definitely, the person has given you a lot of happiness for you to reciprocate. So personally, I am happy. But there are times that there will be ups and downs. So you understand?
Is she happy?
Is she happy? She has to answer that. I can't.
Man.
I can't do that.
Is she happy?
He's happy. I'm happy.
You sure?
I'm very, very sure. I'm
Will you want to get married to him?
Yes, I will. But during our courtship, I would address some things.
Okay, let's not go to that. This is personal. But you adjust some things. That's quite an
I
interesting.
will address.
You address something.
Yes,
So those things you wish you address, it means they are still happening now.
The problem is that you can't address everything unless you start living together. That's
Yeah,
just the
that's
fact. That was why some
Yes,
people.
you can't.
As a Christian, based on the Bible, it is my belief is against living together before becoming couples life. But for fun and for facts of it is that if you don't live together with the person, you can't. Even some ladies are serpents. You can't even discover everything.
Even when
When you are staying,
together.
but staying together will actually expose a lot of things. So trying to address, there are some things that might not really matter to you, and you think you would remember it to. It does not really matter, but it's a big deal. It does not matter.
It doesn't matter, but it's a big deal.
Sure, you understand? But you won't just be in a relationship and ask me, how do you press your McLean? Sure, you understand? To the person, it might feel like, okay, I press my McLean from up, but it's a hard question.
Yeah.
So trying to say you have to address it before.
No,
it
I'm
might
saying
not-
I said some things. I did not say all things. Some things.
There will still be some things that you still discuss.
We are not perfect. That is why there's
Basically, his argument is saying that you cannot finish addressing
You
everything.
cannot finish.
No, I cannot finish addressing
It is based on
everything.
determination.
I cannot
Do I
finish
work-
addressing
with what I'm
everything.
seeing now, with all the information, because you can't get all the 100% information about the person.
Sure.
But with this information, does it suit my life? Like I said earlier before we started this podcast, that all I wanted was a reserve girl, an industrious girl. Might not be somebody that has her own business, but somebody that is career was. I
driven.
don't want
A stay at
Full
home.
housewife.
and whenever I talk to her, she works 9 to 5 before getting married. She works with a very good firm. She's always concerned about her business, about her fashion brand, I love people like that because I am a business person. I can generate, like, should I say generate? I can start one conversation of business, and I don't want to sound like a foolish person to you. I can say I want to start selling scrap tomorrow, scrap of all these things. I would have made my, what was it called? But to you, would it sound odd?
Yeah.
Sure, you understand? If you are not a business person, it will sound odd. So I wanted somebody that is business oriented, which is. Now, every other, was it called? Personally, I don't like beans. I detest beans. She loves beans.
Wow.
I have to adjust because she has ticked the major, was it
Wow.
called?
So basically, you are saying there should be major lists
There should be major lists.
and there should be some point of
There should
compromise.
some points that we can just overlook.
Can
And
just compromise and we can just live together.
I know that we didn't prep for this next question, but I think it's getting quite interesting. Do you guys have a ritual that has helped you guys thus far in this relationship?
Yes, we do.
Do you mind sharing?
Okay. Would you go? Okay.
I love this. I mean, for real, I really do love the mutual respect.
okay.
Okay. So, as I said earlier, our relationship was a distance relationship. He was staying far, not in Lagos, in Oyo State. I was in Lagos. So, and within that distance, we never let it to be a barrier. So, we're like, okay, every Monday and Friday, even with our long distance relationship, we can be on call for 2 hours, sometimes 2 hours, 30 minutes. And every Monday, Friday, we make sure that even if it's just a praise evening, it might not necessarily be a prayer. We sing. We still even do it, even in marriage. Every Monday, every Friday, we make sure we either sing or we pray. And that has actually helped us a lot. It has helped us in the place when we were weak, in the place where we felt this journey, we don't feel we can continue. It has helped us in the place where we both did not understand each other, when we did not know the way forward. But that place of prayer, that place of ritual, as you said, has actually helped us, give us understanding and paved the way for us where we never thought that there was going to be a way.
That was quite interesting. Okay. So you guys are very spiritual.
At some point, not very, very. So let me,
No, I mean,
let-
but the
let
fact
me
that
weigh-
praise, worship, and prayer is a ritual tells me.
let me.
Oh, was she forcing you?
No. I would say she's fussy because it is actually part of my major basic, what's it called? Basic list.
Okay.
Because this life, I've always noticed that this life is guided by spirituality, whether you like it or not. It matters to you how you get the spirituality, whether being a Christian, being a Muslim, or what's it called. But everything that works in this life, it's spiritually minded. Sure, you understand? So I've always loved somebody that is like, I don't know if you know any Christian body that is Tasha Cobbs with a touch
Tasha
of
Cobbs,
Nicki
yeah.
Minaj.
I've seen those
Sure, you
in the
understand? Tasha Cobbs with a
touch of Nicki Minaj.
Sure, you understand? I want somebody that I've always wanted somebody that is spiritual but
Also social.
Sure, you understand? So her being spiritual makes it easy for me. So it's not like she's forcing me, because I've always noticed that life is guided by spirituality. So being a Christian, I've always we have always concluded that one thing is that we should fix an altar of praise. Call it an altar of praise. It can be an altar of anything to anybody. So an altar of praise, which is majorly on Fridays and on Monday. No matter what we are doing, no matter what, we just have to come to that. Because if things are settled in the spiritual realm, believe me, it might not just be like a magic wow.
Happiness.
Share you understand? But there's this strength that we draw from the ritual, from the altar.
Yes.
Strength of yes.
This is quite interesting to hear.
We know that this is not the end. We know that we are secret. We know that no matter what we are facing now,
Challenges will come, ups and downs will come, all of those things. But that place of prayer, that place of worship, has actually been a place we draw strength that makes us believe that we are better than where we are now. This is not the end. This is just a phase that will definitely pass.
That's quite lovely.
That's our secret ritual.
So that is the only ritual you
That
have.
is the only ritual we have.
That's quite
And
interesting.
during our relationship, we make sure that there is always time for communication.
Yes, it was a
There's
long
always
distance
time.
relationship, but
There is always time
the
for
communication was very, very strong.
Very,
Very,
strong,
very strong.
So communication and spirituality is what is making us afloat.
What is one thing about, or what are some of the things about marriage and relationship you had in mind before marriage that changed after I got married?
Should I say it?
Say it to
Say
please.
Am I free to say it? I've always wanted like 1 year freedom without child and everything. I understand. Well, when I got married, I noticed that childbirth is something that is very important to ladies and in-law, which is my parents.
Yeah.
So I had to
True.
So I had to like give away my own
Your preference.
preference. She understand.
I feel every guy wants that enough space.
Yes, even ladies want it if there are no instances or there are no issues.
1 year. They will start asking the lady that it seems the lady cannot
Cannot
because
give back.
this life.
Yes, that would be from the in-law side. That would be from
It's
the
not
in-law
from the
side.
in-law. It's from people outside.
Yeah, I mean, generally.
Pressure might be
Funny
from
enough,
the in-law.
the
anybody.
in-laws might even be a victim of pressure from outside.
But you do not owe anybody any conversation.
It
or
does
any
not
answer.
matter. But when the pressure is now coming from outside, it will get to the in-law, and the in-law will feel like, are you sure your wife can get pregnant? So there are a lot of things like now my personal time too. You can't always have your personal if you want relationship to work. You can't always have your personal time.
You have to take permission before you can.
You have to take permission.
Wow.
Imagine as a
It
grown man.
feels scary. Taking permission to the person.
As a grown man, I need to take permission. So
Oh my god. But what about you? What is one idea you had that has changed drastically about marriage?
Wow. Like I used to feel marriage was all this rosy breakfast in bed.
You need to
all
give a
this-
break. Please, man.
this is very easy. Oh yeah, now when we want
my husband will know how to cook. My husband will do this.
No,
my husband will
I
do
know how
that.
to cook.
My
I
husband
know
can
how to
only
cook.
cook rice and stew.
But I just can't
And I
cook.
don't like rice. I don't like
She
rice.
doesn't like
He loves
rice.
rice. He can eat rice for 1 year. I don't like rice.
I shall
Oh,
cook.
you cook
Do I-
rice and stew.
I cook most of the time. Yes,
You cook rice and
I
stew.
cook most of
But it's restaurant too.
No, it's
No, admit. It's restaurant too. Okay, so what changed?
But in the marriage, I felt like, well, you can't always have everything that you wanted. So I think I found a way to balance it instead of all those things, all my fantasies in my head. I try to, okay, this man is loving, it makes me happy, and I am happy with my marriage. So all of those things are just by the way. If I get it, fine. It is not an issue. It is
no,
not
don't
a
worry, you
priority.
get it, baby.
It is not a priority. It is not something that
Same goes,
it is not something that I
Pepe.
must enforce. You know, if I start enforcing that you must give me breakfast
Yeah.
in bed, it will start causing
Issues,
where it is not something that is important.
Important.
some people might be naturally romantic for men. Do you understand? And some people like us might just be, are you happy? Thank God you are happy.
You know, one of the things I'm loving
you
about
should not go to a state.
out of your way,
Do you understand? But there are some things that are naturally
come
easy.
natural for others.
Exactly.
Yes, that
Do you
they are
understand?
easy. It comes naturally. For them.
So
You know, guys, part of what I'm learning that I think has stood out consistently in this conversation is, in as much as we all have our different expectations, have a priority list, right?
Yeah.
Have that, important list.
important list.
And have the list of, I want these things, but if they are not there,
I can
It's a
still
good
cope.
I can still cope, right? It feels like that's the only way it can work.
Yeah.
If you insist everything has to be on the important
You
list, it's not
can't
going to
give
Yeah,
work.
but everything will not be on the important list.
So once you have
why
that
a lot of
important
people
list,
are
check.
getting older now because they want all the needs to be
100%.
checked.
That's why you see on social
man.
media. Go and build your own man or woman now.
Somebody said you're looking for Mr. Right. Look for Mr. Left and drag him to the right. It's love enough.
Is love enough?
Jesus.
You have
Love
to-
is
wait.
not-
It needs to do work now. Define that love.
Oh, you shouldn't give me that assignment. You should not give me that assignment. You should be the one to define love for you.
Your answer.
Love is not enough. Oh. If anybody tells you that love is enough, Kai, that person is just setting a trap for you. Love is not enough, actually. In marriage, you have to compromise. You have to lay down some of the things you felt you like just to make things work. You have to be submissive. You have to adjust to something. So love is never enough. Love is never enough. If you feel love is enough, sincerely, that marriage is going to break down, because there are going to be days that you will not even feel the love. You will not even feel the love. But what will make the marriage keep going is the place of understanding, your personal conviction, and you know that this is not the person that I am married. This is just happening for a reason. Probably you have a misunderstanding, and you will definitely talk it out. So there are days you will not, that feeling will not be there. It is natural. That feeling will not be there. You will not feel attracted to each other, not because you have stopped loving each other, but it's just a natural feeling. It's just a natural feeling. Just, who is this person? I beg, leave me alone. So love is never enough. It is never enough. You have to have understanding. You have to be committed. You have to be sacrificial. There's a lot of times that you have to sacrifice your wants, your desire, your need for your partner, and it should be vice versa. There's a place that you have to sacrifice a lot. So I can actually do this. So if you feel love is enough, love isn't enough at all. It is not enough. Compromise, sacrifice, commitment, understanding. That is what will keep the boat going.
Compromise, sacrifice, commitment, understanding. Down to you, sir, because we're already wrapping up.
Love actually in itself is to men is a scam. To men is
Oh my God.
so the love in itself is a scam. It's for ladies. So to make it work for men, love is not enough. Even if you think you have to love, it's what is enough. She has said it all actually, but trying to add to it is you have to be very, very ready to overlook a lot of things, to be committed to something, because when you see what this life compromises all this life, somebody might have 1 million choices, but are you committed to the one that you have? Sure, you understand? There are a lot of choices outside. There are a lot of choices, but are you committed to the one you have? So it's based on commitment, forgiveness.
Yes.
Forgiveness, because you just
Over
wake
and
up
over
one morning
again.
and over again. You have to. That is when you come to the reality of the Bible that says your friends or your neighbor needs to offend you 7 times. You need to forgive. Is it 7 times or
7 times, sorry.
7 times 7.
I think it's 3-7.
Yeah.
7 times that you need to per day. So if
Because
you
I
can,
can just wake up one day and
if you can walk into that
be
reality,
moody.
and she can be moody. If you can walk into the reality of somebody offending you 70 times 7 and not get offended, just keep forgiving them. There are some times that you go crazy. Naturally, you just go crazy. Like, is it only you? But you just have to be like, no, I don't have any other choice. It is only you.
Do or die.
Yeah. So love is not enough. It's forgiveness, commitment, and a lot of things that I might have forgotten.
Should cheating be enough reason for a woman to leave? But guys, don't worry. I promise you, we're going to be having this conversation on different episodes. It's not just going to be a single conversation. Exactly. And if possible, what I want to do soon is I'm going to bring multiple people, older couples, younger couples, and we're going to really have this conversation. So guys, keep following InfinitGrit. We're just getting started. Thank you to all of you that have been following us thus far. Thank you. This is our second full podcast, and thank you for all the support we've gotten so far. We're coming to a wrap today. I want to ask you one last question. What is an advice to young couples like yourself who are just starting to build marriage?
I'm someone that does not take life serious, so I guess she should go first.
Actually, what I will advise young couple like us is, you can't always have everything. Fine if, like we said earlier, that there has to be a list of priorities. So if those priorities are being met, not everything, at least if 80% or 70% is met out of 100, you are good to go. There's a place of prayer where you can realign things. There's a place of prayer. So be committed in the place of prayer. Always be understanding and always try to make things work out. If he's the one that offend, don't wait until you come and say sorry. You can go and say sorry. Yes. Always be willing to say sorry. And don't intentionally do something. Am I not always listening to say sorry?
Okay.
Keep talking.
You want to catch you?
Don't say anything. Just keep talking. She does say sorry, but
I can be a
she says with vibe psychology. She will make you to say it. The thing is, let's say I offend her or she offends me. She will feel like, is that how you should talk? She you will not say sorry. You understand? I know that she wants to talk it out. She understand. She's ready to talk it. Because if it is somebody like me, one thing about me is that I don't know. I really do not take things too serious. Whatever happens now.
But I am too sensitive.
She's too sensitive. Whatever happens now has finished happening. Next moment, we don't move on. What's happen? What's the next? But she might want us to address it, and in my head, it does not even.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't even really need addressing. We don't talk finish.
That's quite an interesting combination of people.
But she will want us to, like, what happened again? To me, sometimes I will feel like I'm just want to.
I always want us. The actual thing is, I always want us to talk it out with emotion. Yes, that's what I want. You cannot just stand and say, "What do you?" Okay, I'm sorry. I want you to come close to me. Probably hold my hand and just whisper. Let's talk it out.
You see that kind of thing? And me, even if you offend me, if I say no, really matter.
You don't move.
We don't need
that. I'm going to.
That's quite an interesting personality.
So there are some times. So the way she said, she does not really say sorry. I know they lie. She does not really say sorry. But she will create that platform, that enough avenue for you to settle it out. She understand.
To say sorry, gone.
She's not even talk money.
There is sorry. Oh my God, about to talk and your wife. So there is a popular skit I watched, very funny. The skit was they asked women to pronounce words. Very tough words, so they were pronouncing.
Exactly.
They now wrote sorry. Even they say you can pronounce this, you have $5 million. They couldn't pronounce. Women are sorry.
I was wrong.
I think they are natural enemies.
But she.
Yeah. They'll sort of create that avenue that explicitly that let's work it out.
They are sorry.
And I think that's actually quite far better, really.
Exactly.
I
Because
always want to work it out.
yeah, I mean, it's better
She always
than
wants
having
to-
a partner that is quick to say sorry in the mouth, but 2 minutes they don't go commit the same thing.
But me, I know they really dey put those action for mind. Okay,
That's where you should know. You should know. As I said earlier, we are different. So you are different from me. You should know my differences and try to
But you
accept.
don't want
and
to know my differences.
You don't like to say sorry. Just forget everything. But me, I'm always emotional.
So
I'm
some
not-
of you don't like to say sorry. This one because you can easily
No,
forget.
no. It's not like I don't like to say.
No, you can just say that.
You know what?
You can just say that. Babe, what happened? Is it that thing that I did?
Oh yeah,
Sorry. To me, that's not the proper way for us to discuss it.
You want you guys to let's talk it out.
Yes.
But you know, men don't always like that kind of a thing.
It's not like I don't even like it. I don't see it as something that is.
No, but I think generally with my gender, right? That sit down, let's talk. You know, there's something men say, you know, if you want to make a man scared, say, babe, let's talk.
Let's talk.
Ah.
That let's talk now. And then
Do you understand? I think men do that, they don't like
If I've tried all my effort and I say I still doing strong, get so I just say Holy Spirit help me, because I always have that ad at that I don't want to go first. Don't you know that it's the one that offended me? You didn't want to come and meet me, so
I mean, I'm forgetting that I even offended somebody.
guys, these are quite interesting couples. Let me know if you want them to come back to the podcast again. Guys, thank you so much for
You're
coming.
welcome.
I
Thanks
think
for
we had some
having us.
very educative conversation. I mean, so much to learn. And I'll say again, part of what stood out for me is really the ability to have your list. And I'll tell you why that is important. If you don't really have those things that are priority for you, you begin to hear what people say. They begin to pick other people's priorities.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
and limits.
For instance, what is the social acceptance for a lady in Nigeria or Africa? They always want somebody that is having big body and
Busty
things like
and the
that.
rest, yeah.
But me, I've always loved petite.
yeah, I like guys with bum bum.
And I think I had little. There, I've always loved petite. So it is not about what other people want. It is about what you want.
What you want.
It is not a must for you to be 100% chipped.
True.
But there are some things that if you do not like somebody that likes, if you do not like somebody that likes, and you feel like prayer can change the person, but if somebody that likes does not really affect
you.
it's a big deal. But
But
it is
for you,
not,
it's not.
Sure,
I think this is still quite critical. I can't say it enough because, to be honest, I was a victim of this. Then I was in Kaduna. I had an ex where I was using a brother's relationship to judge my ex.
to judge your ex.
The things his own girlfriend was doing that my ex
Exactly.
wasn't doing.
Like cooking, pounding out.
Funny-
My wife doesn't even like cooking.
Yeah, you understand? I think what helped me was somehow, and I really now got to sit down with his girlfriend, and I saw a lot of things about her
you don't like.
that I don't like,
Exactly.
that my own girlfriend was doing well. You know, so really, guys, have your own priorities and chase them. You do, because the person you're looking at as though is having the perfect girlfriend, you really don't know.
Exactly.
If you have his girlfriend, you may not survive with her in a day. Or if you have a boyfriend,
Exactly.
you won't survive her in a day. Thank you guys for staying with us up to this time. It's really great having you guys on the podcast.
It's good.
I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for having
I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much. It's nice to have you around.